los 40 desde casa es presentado por Tarjeta 40.
Amigos de los 40, bienvenidos, soy Gaby Cam y hoy la verdad es que no voy a ocultar mi emoción porque yo soy muy fan de esta persona que tenemos aquí con nosotros, Drake Campana, mejor conocido como Drake Bell. ¿Cómo estás, Drake?
Bien, bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, ¿cómo ves español?
Sí, bueno, estoy aprendiendo, pero muy despacio, it's slowly, pero yo tratando.
¿Cómo estás aprendiendo? Y sobre todo ahora, ¿cómo lo estás aprendiendo? ¿Cómo practicas?
Estoy practicando con mis amigos, some clases, pero en cuarentena muy difícil.
Puedes practicar con todos nosotros.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, exactly. We'll practice together.
I have this question for you, because I'm really curious about how your team reacted when you just decided that you were going to go for Spanish for forever, you know, like, were they like, yes, let's do that? Or were they like, Drake, you're crazy, we should not do that?
Well, what's really great is I am my team. That's what's really great about being an independent artist is I can really do whatever I want. You know, I mean, I can do songs in Spanish. I can have songs that have more más ritmos latinos, and more, you know, songs that are more rock or more pop. It really doesn't matter. It makes it easier for me to be able to connect with my fans and with con redes sociales. It's like muy fácil con mis fans just to you know, talk with them and see what they like and what's cool, and so I don't have anybody telling me, oh, well, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to record, this is the new song you're gonna do, and yeah, so it makes it much easier. So it's you know, just being in Mexico so much and playing festivals and hearing all of the music and being inspired by the fans. Growing up in Southern California, it's also, you know, in where I grew up in Orange County, it's a big influence of Mexican culture, and I grew up going back and forth to Mexico as a kid. And then when I started making music and touring, I got to see even more of Mexico, places I'd never been before, and the culture just really resonated with me and felt very natural. And so I wanted to make something that reflected what I was feeling, you know, being in Mexico so much. And when I got back to the States and got into the recording studio, it sort of just naturally happened where, you know, I often want to record what I like to listen to. And so that's what I was, you know, when I wrote Fuego Lento, I'd just come back from a big tour in Mexico, and I didn't want to leave, and I was thinking about, you know, getting an apartment or a house out there and staying even longer, and so when I got back to America, I was like, you know, I was still stuck in Mexico in my mind, so I wanted to. That's the music that I ended up making.
This might be the worst advice, but you should move to Mexico.
I would love it. I mean, I'm telling you, I would love it. I've been looking for the past couple of years to figure out how I can make that happen. Just hasn't happened yet.
I want to move to LA, so we can switch houses if you want.
Absolutely, we'll do a little switch. My house is great. You'd love it. Look at it.
Mine too. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, you'd love it.
Mine is actually like a
vacation.
Teenager's house. I love like Funkos.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Leo. I love that picture behind you. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we can trade keys and we're gonna be fine.
All right, I'm gonna take you up on that. Where do you live? We're in Mexico City.
I live actually near the station. You've been to Los 40 before, so I actually live a few blocks away from that. Yeah.
Oh, great.
And I have a confession to make to you right now. Just about a year ago, I heard Drake speaking in English in Drake and Josh, you know, because
wow.
we're totally used to seeing it. I grew up with Drake and Josh, and I always saw it in Spanish. Did you ever get the chance to actually see it in Spanish?
Oh yeah, we actually when I'm in Mexico, because on I don't know what it's on in Mexico, but it's on one of the streaming sites in Mexico, and I always watch a couple episodes. It's because also it helps me learn because I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so it kind of helps me know, okay, that's how I would say that in Spanish. And I've also spent a lot of time with the actor who does my voice in Spanish.
That's great.
Yeah, and so yeah, I've definitely heard a lot, and also from all the fans because of a lot of the, you know, abrázame hermano, or oye tranquilo viejo.
This is legendary for me, just to see you saying that. It's just amazing. It's amazing. And I mean, I think you've come a long way, you know, from Drake and Josh to Diosa, which is the single you're presenting right now. What's the main difference you find in yourself from those days till now, when you can, you know, you release music and you do what you love?
What's the main difference? I would just say, you know, I don't really know. I mean, I kind of do the same thing. I mean, I don't really see the difference other than, you know, like I said, the schedule, you know, not going to set every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I think just the schedule, you know, it's easier to go to the studio whenever you want and be inspired and write your own music. But I was writing a lot of music on Drake and Josh too. Like I wrote the theme song for the show.
Love it.
And all the other music in the show I wrote. And so I don't know, it's sort of it kind of feels the same, other than not going to work at, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning, spending 12-hour days on set.
And
Traveling a lot more.
And the hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Didn't want to remind you of that, but I think you should know.
My Beatles haircut.
You know, the expression diosa, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. At least in Mexico, I would say, when you call someone a diosa, it's because she's like gorgeous, and it's not really that common. You hear it only when someone actually deserves that word. So where did you first hear about that word, and why did you choose it to make it your next single?
You know, I don't know where I heard it, but when we got into writing the song, I wanted to write a song about sort of a dangerous love that's, you know, someone who's like a goddess, but you know that she's not, you know, she's a little dangerous, like a rose, you know, like she's beautiful, but she has thorns, and you might have a lot of passion, but you know that it's probably not right for you, and you guys aren't going to end up very well. You know, I think everybody's had that sort of relationship or person in their life that's like, when you get together, there's so much passion, and you want them so bad, but then you know that they're just not the right person for you, you know? So I just, when I was writing it, I thought, you know, I didn't know that wasn't a very common word. I just thought, like, how do I, you know, she's like a diosa, like a goddess, you know, she's, you know, and so it just kind of happened.
I mean, it is a common word. The thing is, like, that use, you only use it for someone who actually earns it, you know? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
You know, you would say, está preciosa, es espectacular, but yeah,
right.
Es una diosa, es como ya muy arriba. Muy
Right.
And well, if there's one thing I actually admire about your career, is that you've taken a lot of chances, and it seems like you're never afraid of trying new things, like singing in Spanish or having duets with Mexican artists, or, you know, just trying different rhythms. Has there ever been a moment in your career when you're about to try something and you're like, I'm not really sure if I should be doing this at all?
Probably everything I try. I mean, the first time when I was recording Fuego Lento, I was really nervous that I wouldn't sound right, or I would sound ridiculous singing in Spanish, and people would, think, what is he doing? It doesn't even sound right, and I think with everything that you do as an artist, there's always that thing in the back of your mind, like, what am I doing? Is this even right? But you're always your worst critic. But it also makes it more exciting. It makes it way more exciting to not be safe and to always think outside the box and think of new things. And I'm even with the music I listen to, I like everything. I don't just like rock and roll or just like pop music or, just like this style of movies or this, I really, I love experiences, and anything I can do to kind of try new things and different things is really inspiring to me, and it keeps things exciting,
And that's what makes you Drake. Let me tell you that. The fact that we never know what to expect. Like in TikTok, your TikToks or whatever you do in music.
Yeah.
And even your love for Mexico. And, being in quarantine, I guess it has been hard even for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if you have been watching anything, because here in Mexico, just recently we had street food. And Mexico won like a small poll they made in Netflix with a Mexican dish.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was wondering what have you been watching, and maybe you can tell me what's your favorite Mexican food.
Tacos al pastor. Tacos al pastor. Solo en Mexico City.
Sí.
Ciudad de México. Pero aquí en Los Ángeles estamos también. Tengo, pero es no mismo. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's ingredientes diferente. It's not the same.
There's something about the street factor. I don't know if you see what I mean. Like in LA, you can get it in like restaurants and stuff like that.
They try to do that. They try to do that here. They have ellos tengo trompo, pero es muy diferente. Yeah, it's very different.
There's a fine line between kebabs and tacos al pastor.
yeah. But yeah, tacos al pastor is mi favorito. What have I been watching? I've been watching. You know what I really love? I really love bad movies, like movies that are low budget, bad directors, bad editors, bad acting. I just love watching those movies. For some reason, it's a guilty pleasure of mine to watch movies that are just terrible. I'll give you two. There's a movie called The Room that is just one of the worst movies ever made.
I know one.
And there's a movie called Birdemic. Birdemic. Like it's like pandemic, but Birdemic. It is so bad, but it's amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your time. And yep, this is your house, man.
It is. So
whenever you need, we can trade.
Casa.
Bueno, y aquí estuvo Drake Bell con nosotros platicándonos de su nuevo sencillo Diosa y también del show que estará dando. No olviden que toda la información la encuentran en los40.com.mx. Yo soy Gaby Cam, nos vemos la próxima.
Tarjeta 40 presentó Los 40 desde casa.